Hi dear Libra, this is Anastasia for Amira Salon's channel, and today you will see a general overview of energies for March-April 2018. I'm using Golden Tarot deck by Cat Black with beautiful symbolism that pertains both to classical tarot symbols and something that this particular deck can offer, beautiful images. I would say almost they look like pictures, like paintings to me, from old masters, I would say. And also I was guided to use Magical Unicorns Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue for air signs. Also very interesting deck. It has these images like almost from fairy tale plots and episodes, and very good, I would say very meaningful messages. So let's see, I already shuffled the cards for Libra, and the first card is Knight of Coins. And Knight of Coins, it's a very interesting card because on the one hand it speaks about resources and news about resources or opportunity to have more for your resources to grow, for your income to grow, and maybe I would say some of you were waiting for these resources to arrive quite for a long time, because if we look at the card, it has this image of a knight who is rather contemplating about what to do with these resources, and he is not also rushing into things. And the horse is not moving. The horse is kind of also, put at rest at this point. So it can mean two things. First of all, you were waiting for resources to come and they did not come, and now finally you will have this money. We see this pentacle hovering in the sky, so it's there for you. And at the same time, some Libras will be thinking over how to invest this money, what to do with these resources, what to do with new opportunities. If it's not in the financial, in the form of money, literally, it could be a job offer, or it could be several offers, and you have to decide to consider both opportunities, both offers. But it's a very much of a kind of Libra energy card, because Libras are famous for taking their time to make decisions, and they look at pros and cons carefully. I would say they really would like to weigh all positive and negative kind of possible potential outcomes for whatever they are doing, and they are not that fast to make decisions as other air signs like Gemini or Aquarius maybe, and they are really trying to, if they have something, they value it, and they are not so quick to get rid of resources. So this is a good card for Libra to to show that yes, the resources are coming your way. There are job offers, or there is also, and why I'm saying only job offer, business, or money, because it's pentacles, right? It's coins. So most likely in the beginning of March, you will be thinking, on your mind there will be this financial issue at hand. It's not about so much of a relationship, or even if it's family, matter. It's about how to distribute income, or how rather, for some Libra who are watching, it's about, you're thinking how to encourage family members to contribute equally and meaningfully to the family budget. That's how I'm picking up for some of you. So it's the time to plan. It's the time not to immediately invest what you already have or what you get, but rather to think about what direction to take. Also, I'm looking at this dog, and the symbol of dog is across all decks is a friend or support group. So most likely it's also about advice to listen to advice of other people who surround you, or who also would like to take part in distribution of this income or distribution of these resources. So if you are a business owner, you really have to listen to your employees and take their advice about how to invest budget of a company in the right place, in the right direction. That's what I'm picking up. Now, why, and I was thinking why this is so important not to rush into investments or decisions in the beginning, because if we look at the next card, Five of Wands, looking at the image, you can see that there will be some kind of a conflict or a battle for resources again, or for for a market, in terms of if we continue the topic of workplace or business, sales, all these kind of things. So Five of Wands show that there are people who have conflict in interests, or could be competition, and it will be tough at some point, particularly in the second part, half of March. There will be some kind of I hate to say the word battle, but it would be time when you really have to, some Libras who are watching, they have to walk through this conflicting and quite competitive environment, and they have to keep their resources safe, because as a result you can lose. And Five of Wands, it shows that there will be people, or there will be agents who will be not willing you success, and they will be trying to make whatever possible for you not to succeed. So and for business, for example, it's quite normal. It's quite an unusual situation, but this card just reminds you, pick your battles wisely, and try not to lose at the expense of just being the first, or it's better not to maybe rush into conflict and situations, or knowing your competitors, try to avoid maybe unnecessary conflicts. That's how I feel. If we continue, for some Libra who are watching, if we continue this topic of pentacles, coins, business, sales, workplace environment, if you're not a business owner, still the same thing. You have to think about, do you really need this conflict with your co-workers? Maybe it's just this time when people are more hostile to you for some reason, and there is competition. Maybe there will be lays off, and people are kind of trying to keep their spot, and to keep your spot you have to kick out the person who is near you, right, in this in the office or whatever. I for some reason I'm mostly picking up this situation with workplace environment, that the cuts in the employment, and you really have to watch over this competitive situation. So my take on it is, try not to get involved in the conflicts, and try to keep your balance. Again, Libra, it's all about balance. Even if you are in the place where other people put you in a conflict, try to find try to do your best to be this classical Libra. Keep the balance and keep your wise head cold, and just walk through the situation, not being involved too much, because you can lose, and you can lose energy, which is most detrimental to your energy and to health. You will have health issues if you get into this. That's what I'm picking up for some people. Also, I'm picking up for some people who are watching, it could be related again to the family members. Again, I started by mentioning that there could be a question of distribution of resources among family members, and there could be some conflicts about that. So if you bring up this issue saying, look, why I have to pay all the bills? You also are living here, right? Or it could be about parents and adult children who share the household, or it could be about relatives. Maybe you're sharing your household with some relatives, and it's not something that you would not necessarily like, but you would see it more fair if they also contribute equally, and there will be some conflicts around that as well. That's how I'm picking it up. Okay. Now, Two of Cups, it's a good card. So by the end of March, the battles will be over. That's how I feel about this energy. And the beginning of April will be more peaceful. And this is time for holding cups high, you know, for some cheerful time when you can share it with the significant other. So for people, for Libra who are watching, if you are in a romantic relationship, it will be a beautiful time of your union. You can celebrate and enjoy these moments of intimacy together. I also look at it as a friendship, not only as a romantic, evening or party, just two of you, which will be also the case. Actually, usually this card talks about this very beautiful moments between two people when it's just two of them and they forget about the whole world. This is a very beautiful card for this type of thing. It doesn't speak about long-term relationship necessarily, or marriage or whatever, but it can show that there will be a moment when you share with another person that you will cherish for in your memory for a long time, because it's so beautiful. It's when you're looking into each other's eyes, and it's this moment of connection, of beauty, of human relationship. And cherish this time, because it can pass, or not necessarily you will become, marriage partners, or it's just this card reminds you that you have to celebrate the moment of sharing this beauty of love, of connection, of very deep connection. I would say even spiritual connection. Beautiful card. It also can talk about partnership. So if, back to the topic of business or workplace environment, after some kind of riots and battles and conflicts and situations and energies, there will be a moment of peace when the conflicting sides finally will say, look, why we have to spend our energy on arguments when we just can sit around the table and have some, I wouldn't say party necessarily, but just put our cards on the table and discuss things and how to proceed together, rather than being competitors. So I really think that in the beginning of April, some of you will be in a situation when, after conflict, either in workplace or your business or in family, you can finally find this common ground with the other side, opposite side, and you will find solution to your problem, and then you can move forward more peacefully, harmoniously, and win-win kind of situation. Very nice card, very nice card. And then Seven of Coins. By the end of April, it will be all about work and gaining, stability, security. You will be thinking over your budget again. It will be just, this type of routine when you really have to move along and kind of counting your blessings, and at the same time thinking, okay, where are the weaknesses in the strategies that I used before, and move on with a cold mind again. I'm looking at this figure. The person is standing beside under the tree and Tree of Coins, and this person is contemplating. It's very hard to say if it's a woman or a man. It looks more like a female figure, but it doesn't matter. So anyways, this person is you, I think, Libra. You will be again kind of standing under the tree with coins and thinking about your future. So okay, so how should I proceed to keep what I have and to actually make it grow? And the end of April will be this time of contemplation and strategic planning. And it refers to any sphere of your life. It again could be family budget. Again, it could be about your workplace situation. Maybe you are thinking about changing your your workplace, maybe looking for a new job, and remembering that in March there will be some offer coming or new opportunity. Even if it is a lot of competition there, it could be that you can sign that contract, and now you will have to think how to keep either to if you sign the contract, now you have to think, okay, now it's something new, so how I can invest my my expertise, my knowledge, my qualifications to move along. And you could be a little bit doubtful about why did I do it. It's like, okay, at first you want it, then there is competition, oh, you want it twice as much, and then finally they give it to you, and then when you have it, you will be thinking, okay, why actually I want it so much. I feel this kind of energy of self-doubt, and maybe less confidence in your own powers to proceed. And some of you will have this, I wouldn't say disappointment, but you will be not sure that that was the right decision. Although as Libra, you will be weighing all pros and cons carefully. But again, you will be asking yourself, is this the right decision for me? And again, we see a dog. A dog in this deck is always a symbol of support group. Talk to your friend, talk to your family members, talk to your partner, and together you can decide what is the best action to take in whatever situation you're in. That's how I feel about these cards. And maybe it's a very Libra-like energy. Even if you think twice and you make a decision, then again and again you ask yourself, did I do it in the right way? If it is the best possible way. So maybe just reflecting your Libra side, which will be taken over, in April, March, April kind of energy. Okay, let's see what unicorn cards will maybe give us some advice or clarify a couple of messages that we just discussed. Creative. Draw, paint, think, and act in creative ways. So very nice card. Be creative. So whatever you're thinking about, if you're thinking about starting a new business, or you're thinking about new partnership or job offer, you just have to be creative and imagine what it can bring you, and also to keep up your energy on a high level. Try not to be only, try to distract yourself from self-doubts and low energies by doing something creatively. So again, you can, if you're an artist, you can paint or draw, or you can use some creative projects to maybe distract you a little bit from difficult decision, because sometimes if we think too much about some matters, it's very hard to find a solution. But as soon as we divert from that, okay, I need to make a decision, I need to decide which way to go, and you just completely take a break from this, and you are involved in some kind of creative project, listen to music, go to the concert, speak to your friends, do something together. Being creative means that you are connecting to the energy of the source, and then the decision will pop up in your mind even when you even kind of forget about it. So be creative. You'll know in the morning. Oh, that's an interesting one. Again, and then again we see almost the same image. Here we have a knight contemplating about what is the right way to use the money or resources, where to go, left to the left, to the right, or maybe just go forward. And here is the same image. So really, this energy of making the right decision is present March, April for Libras 2018. When you wake up, you will have a better idea about what to do. Relax until then. Oh, I think it's just the same scenario. Be creative in thinking about how you can divert your attention from making this tough decision, because you need to lift your energy. And if your energy is low, there is a chance you cannot find the best decision. So this card also says you'll know in the morning. And you know, there is this pattern of when in the evening everything, at night everything seems so dark, and your doubts are kind of doubled, and you don't know what to do. And it's better to say, you know what, tomorrow will be a new day. In the morning the decision will come to me, the solution. And usually it's the case. So that's what the cards are advising. Pets, interesting card. Pets, you love and understand animals. So Libras who love pets and love animals, spend your time with your pet. And by the way, there we have two dogs here. In one card we have a dog, and another card we have a dog. So most likely another way to relax and to divert yourself from overthinking about tough decision, just spend your time with pets. And when we are we accumulate low energies when we spend time with our dogs or our cats or whatever animal you have at home. The low energies are dissipated and they are transformed into positive energy of joy that doesn't depend on anything. It's just the joy of life. And pets, they don't have this this overthinking or thinking about money or where to find food. They're happy with you. They just share your joy with you because they love you. And so again, I think for many Libra who are watching, this is a very important thing for you to lift up, to lift your energy, to brighten your day, and then go back to the routine or to your decisions to make, which apparently are on your plate for March and April. So overall, I would say, yeah, interesting. I'm just looking at the bottom of the deck card. Usually I don't do that, but this time I was kind of pushed to do that and share with you. Simplicity. Put your energy into the basics and let go of excess. So again, talking about our decisions or making the right choices. The simplest decision that sounds the simplest may be the best. Try not to overdo with whatever your choices are. And maybe if you think it's so complex, so maybe you should get rid of it. Go for simple answers rather than complex answers. Very interesting. Okay, so I wish you well, Libra, and hopefully the reading makes sense to you. And thank you very much for watching, and make sure that you are boosting your energy, you're not drowned into this energy of pros and cons. Although I know this is very Libra-like energy. It's so much you, but try to balance it. Again, balance it. It's all about Libra-like energy and symbolism. Balance it with relaxation, with fun time, with spending time with your pets, being creative, and the simplest, the best decision will be yours. So I wish you well until our next time. Bye bye.